currently is off to host the next map.
Yep, KillerFish are off to host the next map, and you've got to remember that. You know, some people do find that online that their hosting is an advantage. I always go on about it in streams because there are so many people who kind of comment about it that you do see some crazy hosts and stuff, and people, they almost have like a better mental game when their team is hosting. I'm not sure if it really contributes that much, in my opinion, to be honest. I'm not really too much of a player, so you'll have to ask them that over me, but KillerFish are definitely going to feel more, you know, they're going to have a better advantage once they've got host here. It looks like, I think we're going to be playing a Yemen hardpoint. Let me just check on all of my notes that I made earlier on. Oh no, it's going to be a Slums. Why did I say hardpoint? Sorry. Slums capture the flag is going to be the next one. Chewy's not on it tonight. I don't know what's happening, but Slums capture the flag is going to be the next map. And this is one of those maps that you used to always really want to control from one side of the map. You know, if you can lock down that cop car spawn, that's going to be it. But I think as people have got used to that and they've worked out their way around it, it's not so much anymore. And the sides have almost evened themselves out a bit.
Yeah, it's not so much of a dominating factor now. I mean, of course, if you do manage to get that locked in, then it is so painful for your team. Just watching that kill feed rack up against you, it really is bad. But I don't really think we see too much of it nowadays because, like you say, players have got used to it. They've sort of learned how to get out of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. They've learned how to get out of it. I mean, there are various different spawns which you can get down in that area, and they know how to manipulate it, and you can still win a gunfight out of there. You know, like if you're spawning over in towards that coffee area and there's somebody on cop car, you can still get out of that. You can still challenge them. It's not like they're invincible and they're not going to die. You can see the kills rack up though, as you did mention earlier. But yeah, capture the flag is going to be the next game mode. Obviously, we had a hard point for the first game, and KillerFish took that in convincing style, and then right back at them, MadMen managed to take the second map, search and destroy 6-1. So all even right now. This is a big map. Obviously, whoever can take a 2-1 lead in the series, it's only one map away from taking it. We've currently got 130 viewers in the chat. Come on, guys, let's try and hit 200 as soon as possible. I think we've hit 1,700 before, so let's see if we can keep going. Keep tweeting out the stream. Don't forget, come and say hello to us. And yeah, I want to see some predictions in the chat. I always like doing that. I want to see what you guys think about it as well, because me and Gucci here can give out predictions and tell you all what we think, but it's also about what you think as well, because yeah, I like seeing everybody's predictions about it, and I think KillerFish could take it just because they took the first Respawn game so convincingly.
Yep, just a reminder, guys, this is the loser bracket, round number 8 of the pre-EGL10 tournament. This is for a grand total of £1,000 giveaway here. I mean, first place takes £500 plus 4 times EGL10 tickets. Second place win themselves £300 and 4 TurtleBeach X12 headsets. Third place walks themselves away with £200 and 4 TurtleBeach backpacks.
Definitely a good prize pool. I like that. Yep. As I did mention earlier, definitely a good prize pool. I mean, if you finish third, you backed yourself 50 quid and you've got a backpack as well. So not bad at all. I mean, I would like to see all of these teams who have competed in this online tournament come to EGL. I'm not too sure on how many teams have signed up so far, but let's get this game started anyway. I always love doing, oh no, we're not going to get the game started. I was going to say that I do love doing listen-ins when we do CTF. I don't know why, it's just my favorite game mode to do listen-ins. I think everybody's in party chat though, so unfortunately we won't be able to do that. You're going to have to hear mine and Gooch's lovely voices for more time than you would normally when I cast. But yeah, hopefully we're not going to have too many issues getting this game started. Hopefully we'll just be able to get it going straight away.
Yep, shouldn't be too long away, guys. As Chewy just said there, it's currently tied 1 apiece between the two teams. KillerFish won the first game very convincingly. That was the hard point. 38 kills was top of the board. That was for Mike. And then straight back at them though, MadMen winning a search and destroy 6-1 overall. So 2 very convincing styles of plays. I mean, what will we see here on Capture the Flag? You're going for a KillerFish call, aren't you? Now, I think personally it's going to go to overtime.
Okay, you think it's going to go overtime? Okay, I'd like to see that. I always love it when CTFs go to overtime, and because this is a best of 5, this is the only CTF game that we're going to be seeing overall between KillerFish and MadMen here. So of course I want to see an overtime. I've seen some crazy overtime gameplays, and you know, it's always great fun to cast over when you've got those really tense situations and the flags away in that standoff kind of position, the stalemate situation. But let's jump on board with one of the teams. I'm going to jump on board with KillerFish because again, they need to do all the work now. They had such a strong start on hardpoint, as we keep mentioning, and then really choked on that search and destroy. And yeah, they're going to get 2 down here already. Mafro and Kipsy is down, as we see Rox managing to get control of the blue room, and all of his team starting to spawn up towards that coffee area. Managed to pick out Insantide there. Great kill from him, great awareness to know that there was somebody pushing down towards his flag already in these early stages.
Yeah, that was an essential play as well because he had to take down Insanitizer, who had just ran straight down the middle and picked himself up in two-piece. In that middle map area, he was looking for Rox, so Rox played well just to pick him off. It looks as if Rox is actually adopting more of a defensive role here on this capture of the flag. I mean, he has got himself the tac mask, flak jacket. That will prevent him getting picked off for anything else other than a gunfight, which he has just been taken down by Hawkeye. So if we get on board with Gunelite currently on a 2-kill streak in the middle map area now, he's just hard aiming another player, just managed to pick up a third. That was on Kipsy. So he's going to push through in towards this garage area, and it looks as if his teammates do need to get them off the spawn before he's able to pull that flag. He's going to see 2 on his screen. Doesn't manage to pick up that 2-piece. I thought he was going to get that as well. That would have led to some streaks, so that was a vital kill from MadMen to shut down that aggressive push.
Yeah, for sure. As we do see Kivy actually manage to pull the flag away here. He does see somebody in this garage area. Does manage to pick up Mafro there with the headshot. Starting to rotate towards this brick side as he's going to be able to pull it quite quickly. This is the side that a lot of people feel is so difficult for people to cap flags on, especially at the start. If you can knock down that cop car, which he just passed, but all of the MadMen team have got to overextend now. They're coming through this blue room. It looks like it's going to be a one-on-one situation. Somebody towards the middle here. He does get taken out there from Hawkeye. Is he going to be able to get the return? It doesn't look like so. Rox is on a 5-score streak. Flag's going to go in any second though. Nobody's near it. And there we go. As I predicted, KillerFish is starting to take the lead here. Rox going big on a 5-score streak, and he's about 1 or 2 kills away from that Hellstorm missile.
Now, Rox actually had enough time there. I'm surprised they didn't actually opt to let Rox take that to get his score streaks. He's now just going to sit back a little bit more defensive just because 1 kill away gets him that Hellstorm missile. So if I was him, I'd be getting himself on that head glitch and then just staying there for the foreseeable future because, of course, 1-0 up on the bad side as well. Doesn't need to be making too much of an aggressive push. I mean, don't need to be making any mistakes at this point in the game.
No, you do not want to make any mistakes, as you say, as we do see Gunelite taking out Mafra there towards that graveyard section. I love the way Gunelite's playing this. He's being kind of like that sneaky player. I love sneaky CTF players. You're not really expecting them there, as he does take out Kipsy as well. That nice jump shot. Gets the flag out. Unfortunately, does get taken out. Rox is still on his 5-score streak, but we see Mafra was the last one left alive there for a few seconds. He does get the return. Sees somebody towards this garage section, though. 2 minutes, 24 seconds on the clock. Predicts that they're going to go towards back out of here. Does see them there. Does get taken out there by Kivy, which is a shame for them. 2 down, 4 MadMen, and they are on the complete defense right now, although they do manage to take out a few. So this is back and forth right now, even though I like the way that KillerFish have been able to push out.
Yeah, I'm going to get on board with Insanitize now. Let's watch MadMen, see how they can battle themselves back into this, because of course they are on the stronger 2 of the sides here. Now Insanitize just going to push straight down this middle map, using the AN94, which actually did get patched yesterday, saying it got nerfed a little bit, saying it got its reduced damage, but...
oh my gosh, Kipsy just destroyed Gunelite. I'm sorry to cut in, but Gunelite was waiting around the corner just for Kipsy to come in because he knew that the bomb and the flag was pulled away and he thought that he wasn't going to be able to get it, and then suddenly out of nowhere Gunelite just got turned on and Kipsy got the B23R kill. Score is now 1-1. I can't believe that just happened. Wow, that was pretty insane, as we do see 3 go down, sorry, there for the MadMen lineup. KillerFish coming straight back into it. I can't believe Kipsy got that turned on. That was really good to see. 1-1 is the score though, and you know they're really not. You know, like I thought this was going to be a real dominant game after KillerFish managed to get that first flag cap, and a load of people do say when you get that first flag cap, that's pretty much it. You know, and you can really dominate the game because you've got that momentum. But I don't agree with that statement at all. Anything can happen in CTF, especially because we don't have sentry guns here. That's
yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that is a really decisive factor. I mean, you see a lot of times in league playing over in the American circuit as well. You can watch the sentry guns, and as soon as they are at the back of the flag, they are so hard to get rid of, especially when people just put a trophy system down around it. But that was momentarily 3 down there for MadMen, so that'll leave KillerFish enough time just to push out now. And with only 40 seconds left on the clock, there's only going to be time for one last push on this side anyway.
Yep, you do see all of the MadMen lineup starting to spawn towards that garage area, but then they do push through to the other half of the map, as you should do. Is I always feel when you start to spawn into CTF, you always need to watch your flag, rotate back to it, make sure that nobody's near it, and they did push across the map after that. As we do see 2 of them go down. Rox managing to go big again on a 4-score streak. Let's bring up the scoreboard quickly. He's going 16-5. This guy's playing incredibly this round, as we do see Gunelite there going 8-8, even with that vital 1 capture as well. And on the other team, unfortunately, Mafro not having a great game. He's going 7-13. Kipsy going 5-12, although he did get that big kill on Gunelite, as I pointed out earlier, and that flag capture. And it looks like we're going to be going into the second half all even. It's still going on for your overtime, as you predicted, Gucci.
Yeah, I am still on for that call, but it doesn't really matter. We will see how things pan out. So we're going to watch a little bit more of MadMen on the next side. I think we should kick things off on board with them. And Insanitized has really impressed me so far in this game. So I'm going to get on board with him straight off the bat, see how he'll actually play us, because he seems to be an aggressive player, even though he's using the AR most of the time.
Yeah,
Just pushing straight down into the middle map.
No, you don't see that too. Well, you do see that sometimes, but you don't see it too often. I do like it when people kind of change things up, do get aggressive with an AR. It does help out your team if you can win those kind of gunfights. So he's a vital player. Let's jump on board with him as he's starting to push towards this coffee section. Does get EMP'd straight away, so obviously his reticule in his sight does able to pick up a few headshots. No, sorry, headshots. I was going to say hit markers there. What was I going on about? But he does get taken out. 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Wow, great plays from KillerFish. Great start again, just like they had in the first half of CTF here, managing to pick up quick kills, and they're going to be able to pull it away here now. They have got the good side as possible. Good side, as we said earlier, as we do say, Kivy actually picking up another kill there towards the mid-map. Loads of players going down. He's the last one left alive, and he's going to be able to get it. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock, and they're getting a really quick capture here. That was great play.
That was a capture in less than 40 seconds. That's really, really impressive from KillerFish lineup, and now Kivy taking down Kipsy as well. Catching him a little bit unawares there. He went for another player there, but GunElite taking down Insanitized, and Kivy has got himself a lightning strike and a Hellstorm missile, and they are in the lead as well, so they are going to be so influential into retaining that. I mean, won't really be needing to use them unless they actually get a pull off here, but now Kivy absolutely destroying Kipsy there. Did get onto the head glitch, so great awareness, and has seen the player push in towards that middle map area.
Yep, we do see him playing more of a defensive role now as his team are all around him, you know, starting to push up. They do see that a couple of people are down, but what they don't know is that Hawkeye, again, playing that really sneaky role. He's actually going to be pulling it towards the junkyard section, not something that you really usually see when teams are pulling away from this top garage flag area, but there we go, he does get taken out by GunElite saying, nope, you're not pulling any strange routes for me, and the flag is returned still at base for both flags right now. 4 players left alive. Sorry, Mike does get taken out. Kivy still on his 5 score streak. He's got that lightning strike and that Hellstorm he can use. Now, you want to use this kind of on a defensive kind of thing. If your flag gets pulled away, I think that's the time to use the streaks. You don't really want to use it too much apart from them when you're in this situation, I feel, because you know you can always use it in those situations where you need to go clutch and take down a couple of players who are around the flag carrier and the flag carrier hopefully as well. But the way that they're playing this, the way that they're slaying, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for MadMen to try and push in here and get a flag carrier.
Oh, look how close Kivy is to his stealth chopper as well. He's just got a big kill to get that, and he's going to retreat straight back to his flag because he knows how important a stealth chopper is. I mean, especially on search, capture the flag as well, sorry. That'll just run right, acts as an extra holding player around the enemy flag, an extra spawn kill, or indeed a defensive player as well. So he's going to retreat back to his flag, and we've got Rocks in the middle map here, currently on a 5 kill streak as well. He's opting to retreat back, they're just playing that little bit more defensive now with me. With 2:30 left on that clock, they know that they don't need to make any rash pushes. They can let the MadMen lineup come to them, and that's exactly what Rocks is doing now, as he picks up that kill in the back of Hawkeye and goes for a turn on there on it. Sanitize not going to pick that up. I think this is where Kivy's going to get it.
He's got a stealth chopper. There we go.
Exactly where it was. Wow. And Kivy, of course, can now afford to push out a little bit, calling that stealth chopper. 2 minutes left on that clock. Unless the MadMen lineup actually go to destroy that, then that will be in for its entirety as well.
Yep, and they've got to do something absolutely massive here. They've got to get it all with their guns because unfortunately there is no streaks for the MadMen lineup, which means that they've purely got to do it with their guns if they're going to take that down. Because we do see the flag is actually being carried away now. It was actually, yeah, GunElite again, who's going massive this game. All of the KillerFish lineup impressing me. Nice turn on that on Hawkeye, and he's going to be able to pull this one away. And there we go. Everybody from MadMen's going to have to overextend. They're nowhere near it at all. And with 1 minute 31 seconds left on the clock, the score is 3-1. Gooch, I was right at this rate, dude. You said it was going to go to overtime. I've got to put you on blast. KillerFish are taking this in style.
Yeah, they are indeed. I mean, you predicted that they would be much stronger on the respawn game mode, which so far it's looking like they are going to be. So what map are we going to be seeing next? We are going to be seeing a Yemen hardpoint coming up, and that is exactly where KillerFish could wrap it up as well. But from what we've seen so far from the players of Insanitized and Hawkeye, then I don't know. Yemen, it's a long-range map. They seem very, very strong with their ARs. So we could be seeing a little bit of an upset on that respawn game mode.
Yemen is the one for me that changes things. I've casted over this series before where there were a team purely on 2 bars and there were a team on full 4 bars and everything like that. And the team on 2 bars were just getting dominated as you'd kind of predict. And then for some reason they just completely dominated on the hard point on Yemen. And that's like kind of a weird one. Obviously that's just one example, and there can be many factors towards that. But I think Yemen's such a different kind of hard point map. It's not used on CTF or on Search and Destroy as well. I feel teams can really start to dominate at that one, and if there's one that I think is going to really change up the momentum, Yemen's going to be the one. Unfortunately, we do see, wow, actually, I was just on board with GunElite. He was going absolutely massive. 3 down, though, for KillerFish. Still, the score is 3-1. 17 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be the score, and KillerFish are going to take a 2-1 lead in this series. They only need one more map. They need to take this next Yemen hardpoint if they want to knock MadMen out of the tournament.
Yeah, Kipsy there, unfortunately not having the best of games, but then again, running and SMG into the defensive lineup of the KillerFish is not a great start for him. I mean, I think that was 9 and 27 in the end. I mean, you have seen worse scores, but like I say, it's so hard to run an objective against such a well set up team as well.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a well set up team. They know what they're doing on this Slum CTF map. I love the way that they set up, the way that they pushed, the way that they played it passive as well. As we said, you know, even when they took that 2-1 and 3-1 lead, when Kivy was so close to that stealth chopper, he played so passive and so at the back of the map, and it didn't matter for the rest of his team because they were slaying as well. There we go. As you do see Kipsy going 9 to 27, Gun Elite 23 to 14 with 2 captures and 1 return. Definitely the game changer for that KillerFish lineup. Great plays by him. And